Hello friends, under Companies Act, the companies are required to prepare two basic documents. One is called Memorandum of Association and other is called Articles of Association. These documents are submitted to Registrar of Companies at the time of formation of the company, and these are signed by the shareholders of the company. In this session, we shall discuss what is the distinction between these two documents. So we have Memorandum of Association on one side and Articles of Association on other side. The first distinction point, Memorandum of Association, it contains fundamental conditions for incorporation of a company, the objectives of the company. So fundamental conditions for which the company is being created, so those are mentioned in this document. This is also known as Charter of the company. In Article of Association, the internal rules and regulations which will be followed by the company are provided. So Articles of Association provide the internal rules and regulations. This is document of indoor management and this is document of outdoor management. Second distinction point, provisions of a Memorandum of Association cannot be contrary to Companies Act. Whatever is stated in the Companies Act, that has to be followed while drafting the Memorandum of Association. As against this, while preparing Articles of Association, the Companies Act will be followed and Memorandum of Association also has to be followed. So Articles of Association, it is a subordinate to Act, that is the Companies Act, as well as Memorandum of Association. The third important point, Memorandum of Association is to be filed with the Registrar of Company on mandatory basis at the time of incorporation. So when a company goes to Registrar of Companies for registration to obtain certificate of incorporation, it has to submit Memorandum of Association on mandatory basis. But the Articles of Association, these can be submitted to ROC at the time of incorporation, or instead of filing these articles, the company may adopt the Article of Association as per provisions in the Act, as per table given in the Companies Act. The next important point is Memorandum of Association. It defines the relationship between the company and the outsiders. All outsiders who are dealing with the company, they must understand what is stated in the Memorandum of Association. So they will be bound by what is stated here. Similarly, when company is dealing with third parties, it is also bound by the relationship in terms of Memorandum of Association. But as regards Articles of Association, it governs the relationship between the company and the members. Members means shareholders, and between the members. Since this is document of indoor management, so this governs the relationship between the company and members on one side and between the members on other side. Another distinction point is alterations in memorandum. These can be carried according to procedure given in the Act. Act provides how the memorandum can be altered, modified. In certain cases, approval from central government is also required to make amendment to Memorandum of Association. But as regards Articles of Association, these can be altered, these can be amended by passing special resolution by shareholders. So amendment here can be made by shareholders. It means this amendment can be made much easier than this is a longer one. Actions ultra vires the memorandum cannot be ratified by the shareholders. So those actions which are beyond powers of the company, these cannot be ratified by the shareholders because they are ultra vires, they are beyond the powers of the company, beyond the powers of shareholders. But actions ultra vires the Articles of Association. But within memorandum, these can be ratified by the shareholders. For example, actions of the directors, these can be ratified by the shareholders provided those actions are within Memorandum of Association. And the last point important, the outsiders cannot enforce those contracts that are ultra vires the MOA. So actions which are ultra vires the company are void, not binding on the company. Hence the outsiders cannot enforce those contracts. But those contracts which are ultra vires the Articles of Association, so those contracts can be enforced by the outsiders. Well friends, I'm sure by now you must be clear about the distinction between these two documents, and you will be benefited by contents of this video. Thank you for watching the video.